Here's how I spent 3 days and 2 nights in Hong Kong. Prior to the flight, I have accomplished e-travel. I also paid my travel tax online and did an online check-in for my flight. I also stayed at Belmont Hotel, which is just in front of the airport. Here I'm gonna show you how my room looked like. This is the bathroom. Of course, it has a bidet, tissues. The towels were provided later. Here's the shower area. You need to pull down the curtain so you won't be seen from the bedroom. Mirror, safety deposit box, open cabinet with hangers. Sleepers and fire extinguisher were also provided. By the way, this is a superior twin room. It has 2 beds in it. I chose this room because I was traveling with a friend. We also have a mini ref, blower, TV, coffee maker, water, teas and coffees were also provided. And here's the view outside. While waiting for my friend, I watched TV, and when she arrived, we went to Newport Mall. We ate here at Fiery Style. We ate pork chop and nachos. It was already evening when we went back to the hotel, and here's how the view outside looks like. The hotel also provided packed food since we're leaving early and we won't be able to join the breakfast buffet. We left the hotel at around 3 a.m. and it's convenient to go to the airport from here because at the back of the hotel is Runway Manila, which is a bridge that connects to NAIA Terminal 3. So here's me at around 3:20 a.m. waiting for the check-in counters to open. I think it opened at around 5 a.m. After I checked in and left my luggage, I headed to the immigration and I was asked by the officer if Hong Kong is the only country that I'll be traveling to and who I was traveling with. I was also asked what my occupation is, and he also asked for my ID and hotel booking confirmation. And the last question was when I will be coming back. After my interview with immigration, I also passed through security and then proceeded here at the boarding gate. It's boarding time! Seated at last. I flew with Cathay Pacific. It's a 2.5-hour flight from Manila to Hong Kong. Here's us taking off. I'll show you some of the views from my window seat. The flight included a meal and it's mostly just boiled stuff since I chose a low-fat one. Yay! We're landing! We're actually a bit earlier than expected. It was starting to rain when we arrived though. By the way, upon arrival, you need to fill up this immigration form and head to the immigration. After immigration, we went straight to the taxi stand so we can go to City Gate. We were to take the cable car near the City Gate outlet where we left our luggage, but it's not in operation, so we just took a bus. But we ended up just going back to City Gate or to Tung Chung because the weather's not good and it's almost zero visibility in Ngongping. So here's us retrieving our luggage from the locker. Later, we took the MTR to Jordan Station, and Jaran, after so many minutes of being lost, we have found our hotel. So here's us checking into the room. Let there be light. Okay, when you enter the room, you'll find the sink on your right, and on the other side is the toilet and shower. There are 2 beds in this room, which is a standard room. Okay. We have water, coffee maker, TV. Here's the view outside. We're at the 18th floor, and as you can see, the droplets of rain are big and it's really raining hard. But still, we attempted to go to Central. The wind was very strong though, and the trees were swaying wildly, so we ended up just going back to Jordan Station. Also, we decided to eat here at Caesarea. This is across one of the exits of the Jordan MTR station. By the way, to place your orders, you will be scanning a QR code which directs to their website, so you need a mobile data. So I had soup, Salisbury steak, fried chicken, and custard. When we're back at the hotel, I took out the money from my bag and I dried them out one by one. So here's how some of them look like. It's the second day of our trip and it's still raining hard, but we wanted to go to Chim Cha Choy anyway. And for trips like this, Google Maps really is your best friend. Also, here's how some of the roads look like. I think it was around a 20-minute walk from our hotel to Chim Cha Choy Promenade. Here's me with the statue of Bruce Lee. Also, here's the Avenue of Stars on a rainy day. As you can see, it's quite dark and the buildings by the harbor are nowhere in sight. Thankfully, around noon, the skies brightened up a bit. And here we now see the buildings on the other side. Also, here's the Hong Kong Film Awards statue. Disclaimer, no pigeons were harmed in the making of this video. It's still raining, but we decided to walk around. And here's me at the clock tower. Also on the way to K11 Musea, here's how the road on the other side looks like. For lunch, we ate here at Food Playground, which is like the food court of K11 Musea. So I had beef boat noodle and milk tea. So our next stop is the Hong Kong Space Museum. Ticket is at $10. The first exhibit is the Hall of the Cosmos, and I'll show you some of the cool stuff that I've seen inside.
形成人星系的一批批恒星。原星系分别为
On the upper floor is the Hall of Space Exploration. This is my favorite part of the Hall of Space Exploration. This is the virtual space station. If you stand inside this room, you will feel as though you're floating inside the space station. This is outside the Hong Kong Cultural Center, which we passed by on our way to the Chim Cha Choy station. So yes, we took the MTR and we alighted at the Mongkok station. The first place we went to in Mongkok is DS Groceries. So we bought chocolates and other treats. This one tastes like pulveron. This one is good too. After going to DS Groceries, we walked around trying to find the ladies market, but maybe because of the rain, it's not around. I also tried this egg puff. It just tastes like a regular waffle. As we roamed around, we found this shop called Tiny at the Forest Shopping Mall. And I got this keychain and model train. For dinner, we ate at a Cafe de Coral branch that we passed by. So here's the menu if you want to have an idea of what they're serving and how much the prices are. Here's what I ordered. So this is a bowl of rice with roasted duck. This also comes with an egg. After eating, we went back to Chim Cha Choy station and went to iBar. I had a Suzy Rong cocktail while enjoying the Hong Kong skyline. By the way, iBar is located at International Finance Center Shopping Mall. I even got to take home the glass, so this is how it looks like. After iBar and before going back to the hotel, we dropped by a welcome store. We bought water and other supplies. It's our third and last day here in Hong Kong and it's no longer raining. We packed our stuff and temporarily left our luggage at the hotel. Then we took the MTR to Central Station. By the way, you need an octopus card to ride the train. The reason why we went to Central is that we want to ride the peak tram and see the Victoria Peak. Here is where the lower peak terminus is. And here is the entrance. Here's inside the train and I'll show you the views from where I was seated. I think it was around a 5-minute ride. Upon arrival, we entered the Peak Market and bought souvenirs. Then we went up to Sky Terrace 428, which is the highest viewing deck in Hong Kong. So up here you can see the Victoria Harbor and the skyscrapers of Central, Wan Chai and Kowloon. It's no longer raining but it's still windy and cold. After the sightseeing, we went here to Wildfire Restaurant, and from here you can still see the skyscrapers. I love their spaghetti, by the way. Then we rode the tram back to where we came from. After the tram ride, we went back to Team Sachoy and walked to Silver Court, but I wasn't able to take videos there anymore. On the way back to the hotel, we dropped by KFC and bought some egg tarts. They're okay, and if I'm not mistaken, they're around $10 or $12 each. We went back to the hotel to claim our luggage and we rode the MTR to Chingy Station where we took the Airport Express. The Airport Express train would take us straight to the airport. I think it took around 20 minutes before we got to the airport. And here's me going to check the departure details. And here's the view outside the airport. While waiting for details on our boarding gate, we decided to eat here at McDonald's. To be honest, this is quite confusing for me. So I ordered Angus beef burger. Okay. Angus beef. After eating, we went to the bathroom and I'm kind of amused how there's a projection on the sink. I mean, look at this. After a few hours of waiting, we already know our boarding gate and here we are waiting for the train that will take us to our boarding gate.
During the whole journey. 请勿靠近车门并请沿途紧握扶手。
We waited here at boarding gate 41. I can't remember how long we waited, but we boarded on time. And here's the plane preparing to take off. Here's my nighttime view from the window seat. And here's my dinner from Cathay Pacific. Again, it's a low-fat meal, so it's mostly just boiled stuff and it's kind of bland. Finally back in the Philippines. I'm going home, but first, coffee.